Will Ethereum hit $10,000 in 2023? This is a very huge question right now, and this is what this video is going to be about. We're going to take a look at the Shanghai upgrade that is coming potentially in March. What it's going to mean for Ethereum, whether this dump of the unstaked ETH is going to cause a huge collapse, and whether it's going to prevent Ethereum from rising higher, or whether, in my opinion, and with all the data that I'm seeing, that Ethereum could actually potentially see $10,000 by the end of the year. Because a lot of people, there's huge skeptics about Ethereum and then huge bulls about Ethereum. So let's take a no-biased approach and decide for ourselves. First things first, we need to understand. So we had the actual merge happening, and then it was, by the rumors, sell the new step of an event, which was quite anticipated. Then Shanghai, right now what we are waiting for is the next upgrade, which is going to be the Shanghai upgrade. And basically what everybody is so scared of is that it's going to include Ethereum unstaking. So let's examine this real quick. So since the Beacon chain actually went live in November 2020, Ethereum deposited into the staking contract has amassed at a steady rate. And currently about 16 million Ethereum, valued at approximately $20 billion, have been deposited, representing 13.2% of the supply. Now, the thing is that we have to understand right from the get-go. So we're going to say, oh, it's crazy, it's, $20 billion. But the thing is that data from Masori showed that Ethereum has the lowest staking ratio of any proof-of-stake chain, and the staking ratio of other significant POS chains ranged between 46% and going as high as 90% for BNB. Certainly we can argue saying that a lot of people, staked ETH and they were waiting the prices going down. Some people could lose conviction and they could sell their ETH. And that's very fair. So what we have to examine is not how much money is actually staked in Ethereum right now, but what is going to lead people to selling Ethereum. And that would be, for example, not following the roadmap, losing the favor of the regulators or the institutions, etc. So, and let's examine as to what Ethereum is doing and what other people could actually think of it. Will they actually dump Ethereum, which is the huge question here. So if we're going to move on really quickly as to Shanghai upgrade and what it's going to bring us, number one, it's actually going to bring us a gas fee reduction for layer 2 solutions. So it's going to become cheaper, which could make Ethereum potentially faster and cheaper to use post-Shanghai. And number two, and there's a bunch of other stuff, but efficiencies in data storage and access, such as the removal of historical block and hash data in contracts. So this is, a small benefit on top of it. However, what is important for us to understand currently is that it's going to happen in March, April, this kind of timeline. And what do we have in April? And that is actually the tax man is coming to collect all the taxes. So even though April is typically the day for the taxes when the taxes are due. So basically, usually IRS is expecting you, US citizens and US residents, to pay your taxes by April the 15th. A lot of the time, some of the selling pressure is coming actually because some people need to settle their taxes, etc. So it's definitely not going to help, which adds on to our fears of a potentially big sell-off in Ethereum post-Shanghai upgrade. But hold your horses for the time being. Let's move on to something very interesting, and that is this right here. And before we talk about it, guys and girls, remember that if you're not part of our free Discord channel, then you're missing out on incredible trades. There is a link down in the description of this video to our free Discord channel, which you can use right now and join us right now. And this is where you're gonna see all of our trades, my personal trades as well as the trades of my team, and we've done really well. I mean, all the explanations, all the technical data, all the fundamentals, macro analysis, all the news, everything you really need to know, and it's absolutely free. You just have to join this VIP trade section, which is very easy to join, and there is a very simple instruction of how to do it. Only a complete idiot wouldn't be able to join it. And there is also the trade results of our community are absolutely astonishing, and we're doing much better than most hedge funds out there, and our community is making this is all posted from our members, actually 100%, 200%, 50%, 77%. So if you're not part of this community, I don't know what you're doing in crypto space. In the bear market, this is where you want to be. And now moving back to Ethereum. So if we're gonna see Shanghai upgrade and potential danger of the sell-off because of the actual unstaking, however, we have to respect the fact that about in May or June-ish, so a couple of months after the Shanghai upgrade, the next big upgrade is going to be coming, which is going to include number one, EAP 3651, which is called Warm Coinbase. And in particular, it will potentially have some cost reduction benefits for the network. And it's not to be confused with the crypto exchange, it's just the name of it. And in the context, it refers to the name of the software that builders use to receive network tokens on the network. So basically, this Warm Coinbase is going to be integrated for cost reduction. reduction benefits for the network. So Ethereum is going to potentially become cheaper. And that's not it just yet. We're going to actually all put, before we move to the chart and take a look at the chart and the price action of Ethereum, and actually I'm going to give you my prediction for 2023 and whether I think it's going to go to $10,000, and my prediction might surprise you. So number one, we have to understand that 3651 is coming just a couple of months after Shanghai, which is a huge thing for Ethereum cost reduction. And then also the next thing that is also going to be coming together with the, what was it, with 3651, the next one that is coming together with it, potentially in May or June, is going to be 4844. And this is what, guys and girls, everyone is literally waiting for. So Ethereum's next major upgrade after Shanghai will be the Cancun fork, whatever it means, which may go live later this year. Cancun will include EIP 4844, also known as the Proto Dark Sharding or the Surge, which is tipped to increase the scalability, pay attention right now, of layer 2 rollups by 100 times and prime Ethereum for sharding, meaning that it's going to scale layer 2 solutions like the Optimism or Arbitrum, etc. And it could make Ethereum reach a crazy mark of about 20 to 40,000 transactions per second, which is going to be coming very close to what we currently have in the banking system, which is the IOU concept, Visa, MasterCard, whatever. So if this is going to come and it's going to actually work and Ethereum is going to become this fast after becoming POS or proof of stake, so zero emissions, super mega fast, just like IOU systems in the current fiat system, and then huge cost reduction with the 3651 that we've just seen. Guys, this is huge, and this is the reason why I built this video in the way that we understand that, okay, sure, certainly there is going to be people with the Shanghai upgrade who are gonna sell. Yes, so there certainly is going to be some selling pressure coming from this for sure, especially understanding that the macro environment is terrible. Every Karen is screaming it's the end of crypto. Every idiot with their finger up their nose is saying that Bitcoin is a scam. So in this kind of a macro environment, we're going to see some kind of a sell-off. Even the strongest hands sometimes are going to sell. But there are smart people understanding that when these things are going to actually come to fruition, Ethereum could actually at some point outperform Bitcoin. You know, and this is crazy. I know, call me crazy if you want in the comments, but this could happen. And understanding this and everything that they're currently doing, and everything is going in accordance to the plan, especially in the last year or so, there are going to be reluctant people to sell. This is what I'm trying to say right now. So even if, and we're going to move to the chart in just a second, even if we're going to see some kind of a sell-off, I think it's going to be like this kind of a boom, like boop. But certainly this danger stays out there, but I don't think we're going to see a sub $200 Ethereum just because of the unstaking. Now, I have to mention, but again, you respect me for being a realist. All of this is great and beautiful and could actually outweigh the potential selling pressure from the Shanghai upgrade. However, this right here matters the most right now. Uncertainty surrounding Federal Reserve's future plans for rate hikes. Guys, I mean, do whatever you want. This is going to dictate where Ethereum is gonna go. So experts weigh in on the possibility of pausing rate hikes and restoring quantitative easing, and everybody's torn right now. It's very uncertain. So investors and analysts are anticipating that the Fed will change course this year. In an interview, Kitco Bill whatever says that Federal Reserve is likely to halt monetary tightening in February, so already next month. Then there is another guy, Repo Guru, predicts that Federal Reserve will start quantitative easing in the summer. And then there is another guy, Posar, believes that this will happen by the end of 2023 to control where the US Treasuries trade versus OIS, etc. So we are very uncertain as to what is going to happen with the macro environment. Are we going into a recession? Is there going to be a huge dump in equities? Is crypto going to decouple from equities because of it, or because of the actual proprietary rights and all the everything we've been believing in the world of crypto? We really don't know. So for this reason, this is going to bring me to the chart in just a second. In a short-term perspective, what I believe in is that with a Shanghai upgrade, we certainly are going to see some kind of a small dump. But at the end of the day, once we actually finally see Fed pivot and all of these things coming to fruition, I think that Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin. And we've seen this already. Take a look at this chart. This is a relation between Ethereum and Bitcoin. And Ethereum has been gaining on Bitcoin ever since the whole history of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'm pretty sure because it's just superior cryptocurrency to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is store of value. It's something there is nobody behind it. It's something that is limited and it's always going to be out there. Bitcoin is going to be always always the daddy. But Ethereum could outperform Bitcoin simply because of utility, or, you know, regulators might favor Ethereum over Bitcoin in certain instances, usability, etc. So this could just be potentially the case. Therefore, would I ever consider selling Ethereum right now? I think it's just quite stupid. And being afraid of the Shanghai upgrade is also quite stupid. But you know what else is quite stupid? Is thinking that Ethereum is going to go to $10,000 in 2023. So getting to my most important prediction of this entire video, in my humble opinion, you know, seeing Ethereum just suddenly, because of whatever, go to $10,000 in 2023, somewhere right here, it would potentially, according to the price action, it would have to be almost like a straight line, and then somehow here, well, I mean, it has to, the bull market has to start. We have to see Bitcoin halving, etc., and all the other catalyst events. What I'm seeing for Ethereum right now, with everything that is happening, and considering that we're not going to see a terrible sell-off because of the Shanghai upgrade, maybe because of the current, you know, kind of maybe some hopium scenario for this whole flight that we're seeing, maybe we'll break it, maybe we'll go above, maybe we'll retest 1,700, then sell off again, then chug along, and then finally, when the time comes for the Fed to pivot for beginning of 2024 to see the Bitcoin halving, etc., this is when we're gonna see Ethereum at $10,000 and probably even far beyond. So in 2024, 2025, 2026, I do honestly think that Ethereum is gonna surpass, or at least reach somewhere in the vicinity of $10,000, but definitely not in 2023. All right, tell me what you guys think down in the comments. Check out this tutorial as to how to trade crypto properly in a smart way with proper risk and money management. As always, peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.